like Cinderella teens. You should see the things I finish inside these denim jeans. I can't associate with y'all this shit like ketamine. Been on one, been on two, been on everything.
So this time we decided to just go ahead and dive into communication and communicating properly.
Yes, there's a difference between communication and communicating properly. So, in my opinion, you're gonna hear that a lot. There's two different ways of communication. The first one is, hey, you know I love you, right? But there's something that has been bothering me. Versus, this is just bothering me. And there's no like, hey, what do you call that word?
You're just diving right in as opposed to gradually saying there's an issue.
Like today, my wife didn't say, hey, I really care about you, but the dishes are bothering me.
I didn't say that.
She said,
I did.
These dishes still sitting in the sink.
I did. And if you watch the prior episodes, y'all already know that he's in charge of dishes.
I don't like laundry.
I don't like dishes.
So I said, I'll do the dishes.
And I'll do the laundry. And it works. A couple of months before we got married, we did premarital counseling. And we learned that if we are having a disagreement, that we need to walk away, go separate rooms, do whatever you need to do, and then come back to it and talk about it. I don't do that. I don't do that at all. I get irritated and I'm I'm a poker. He don't always do that either, but he's the one that prefers it because I don't know if y'all know, but the quiet ones is the ones you gotta watch out for. When he get angry, it's bad. So he don't like to get there and it take a lot. Then I'm over here like, pop, 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 pop. So like I said, it took us 15 years to actually start using that. Now, we breathe. We might not walk away for 5 minutes, but I don't poke and he actually talks. Because that's another thing. He don't talk. He don't talk about his feelings. Do you talk about your feelings?
I was raised not to.
He was raised not to talk about his feelings. So I'm poking because I'm trying to pull it out of him. But now he talks to me. So I don't have to poke no more.
The only way to continue to have a good marriage is to have conversation. With no conversation, there, in my opinion, won't be a good marriage. You go to work every day and you have issues at work, but you don't communicate. Right? It's the same thing. You come home, you have issues at home, and you don't communicate, you're going to be unhappy. Years of unhappiness leads to years of arguments, and then years of putting down the other person to friends and family. Now, if you're going to communicate your issues with your friends and family, that then creates an issue with them. Now your friends and family think that your spouse sucks. You don't want that. Mm-hmm. Right. So if you have issues at home, talk about them at home first. Then go tell your friends.
And friends, if your people are talking to you, try to listen and listen only. Yes, they're coming to you maybe because they need some advice, but try not to take sides. And to piggyback off what he said earlier, sometimes in relationships, you don't talk because you don't want to create that tension. That is causing a bigger rift in your relationship than that argument could cause. Because that's stuff that you're holding on to. That's stuff that every time your significant other does it, you're like, there they go again, there they go again, there they go again. They don't know that they're doing it again. Unless you tell them. And they're never going to change. Just saying.
Excuse me, I have a dog. 1 second. Get down!
Don't put that on the video.
I'm going to leave that on the video.
Don't. That's
I'm busting her in the head with her toy.
That's pet abuse.
They need to see this dog.
Don't do that.
Anyways, please put your comments in the comments section or questions in the comments section. If you're on YouTube, please make the question something that is usable. Not saying that I'm not going to do something or I am going to do something because my wife is controlling. Those are the
I'm not
comments on YouTube.
controlling. I just talk a lot. We just had this conversation.
Nope. The comments on YouTube says that I'm going to do things because she's going to make me do it.
That's very interesting. That should be another topic, though, because, you know, why? Why is that? Like, we can't just be in a committed relationship. Why does one person have to be controlling? Why? Because one person is more vocal than the other, they have to be controlling. Because it's not always the female. It's not that way. Because I talk more, that makes me controlling. I can promise you that 9 times out of 10, I think I just said this, CJ don't give 2 shakes of a rat's behind about what I'm saying. But because I'm more vocal about it, that makes it seem like I'm controlling and I'm Ike in this relationship. Which that's fine with me. We don't really care. I mean, we done made it this far. Y'all ain't gonna make or break that. But it's very interesting to me. Maybe we should bring a therapist on here to see why people feel that way.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
That would be very interesting.
We gotta go because we got this dog that gets on my nerves.
Yes.
Anybody want an English bulldog?
Probably a lot of people.
Well, she can be up for sale. Now, it'll be double the price that we paid.
Yes, because she's already trained.
And we're
Semi-trained. We still working on it.
I'm just trying to make my bread and feed the fam. These boys need to grow up like Peter Pan. Sometimes I get so high I never land. Ain't no need to overthink it, I already understand. They be plotting on my downfall and need another plan. But we welcome all that hating, I'm like, thank you.